Hello, welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the Sunshine Coast, and this is my Thursday afternoon Facebook Live, sharing with you some of my inspiration and ideas from my card making lately. Now this beautiful card here, I have actually cased from a friend of mine, a fellow demonstrator. Her name is Monica Formosa, and she lives up in Bundaberg, and this was her idea. She used the extraordinarily beautiful Extraordinary Flora Washi Tape and dies, and also she used with it the foiled frames and labels ephemera. And I'd like to show you what she did in my video today. I was going to say something really deep and meaningful then, but I've totally forgotten it now. But what I am doing today is making a card I haven't made yet. All right, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants, which is not usually a comfortable place for me to begin. But let's dive in together. Thank you so much for joining me, Monica. You are my inspiration for this card. I absolutely love what you did with this. It's so beautiful. And I'm sharing your idea with everybody else as well. Now what I have done, I have got this little piece of acetate here is actually the one from the stamp set. I've got a little bit of an edge on my washi tape here. Peel off my washi tape and pop it very gently and carefully along this bit of acetate, trying not to create any bubbles and stuff, but mind you, they will get squished out by the process of being die cut. While I'm going, I may as well keep going with my washi tape, and I'm going to join up the washi tape with the edge of my window sheet there, and keep going. There we are. And one more too while I'm at it. I might not cut them all out for you because I actually have some already cut out. I've popped in a little bag so that I can easily access them, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use this stuff to create beautiful things. All right, now I'm going to leave a piece of cardstock there so I don't waste any bits. Wind you back on. Now, I do have to trim this because I'm just going to use this in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine because it fits quite nicely. Just trim you off, don't need you. This washi tape coordinates with the Extraordinary Flora Dies. There is also a coordinating stamp set as well, which works really nicely. And if you see how it fits there, it sits right over the top of that. All right, so I'll just get my mini die cut and embossing machine here for you. My base platform and my first layer. And I'll line this up again. I use this little flower just at the top. That's my starting point. There are two sets of colours with this lovely washi tape. Okay, that one's there, that one's there. Squish you down so you don't move and wind it through. Listen to all that lovely cutting. Thank you everyone for joining me today. All right, pop that off. Now I'm going to do one more run through, slide you back in, use my die again, making sure I'm just over the top of the cutting platform there. Beautiful roses and leaf images with gorgeous colours. Okay, back we go again. You can hear the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine cut through the window sheet there. Okay, so let's look at the difference. So here's the ones that I've just stuck the washi tape onto white cardstock. So they're all like that, looking very beautiful. Okay, and then these are the ones on the acetate from the stamp set. They have a much softer, ephemeral look about them. I can put that aside because I can be able to cut that out again on my next run through, and it doesn't really matter that there's a join underneath there. Once it's all cut out, it works out really, really nicely. Okay, so that's for, oops, I'll just get my other bits and pieces out while I'm here. Pop them all out, some with a little bit of white from my edge from last time. And there we go. Now, I decided, so if you have a look at Monica's design, she's made the flowers the focal image with the lovely foil label, and I'm not sure, I can't remember if she actually had a greeting as well. So it's all about the flowers rather than the actual greeting, which I think is really rather beautiful. So I'm going to case her brilliant idea. Here's where I've got all of my bits and pieces already cut out too. Hello, Sharon and Maria. Thank you for joining me. I'm actually catching people as they're saying hello today, which is very exciting. Okay, so for my card, as I said, I haven't made it before. I'm going to try something a little bit different. I've got a little opening there with a card base. The reason why I've got this is because this was an offcut from something or other else, and it's not quite a full card size, so I thought I'd pick up the Fresh Freesia colour with the Designer Series paper, and then add one of these. And I do want to use the Sweet Blooms stamp set and the You Make Me Smile greeting, which is already on my block. So, and I want to put that on one of the foil things, so I've got to measure to make sure it's going to work on the one that I choose, if that's the way it's going to work. But as I said, I haven't done much research. I'm just playing. And these guys are a bit bigger, so they might not work so well. These foiled frames are rather fun. They have, I've cut them all up to fit inside my, will that work? You Make Me Smile. Just to heck with it and get rid of that. And do exactly as Monica did. And make a skinny card. What do you reckon? Because none of them make it. Oh, look, here's one that might fit. You Make Me Smile. So, which looks better? Oh, the indecision is terrible. So, if I do this, and this, and this, with You Make Me Smile, and that on there. Let's try that. And as you can tell by probably my choice of the Fresh Freesia, I'm going to quite possibly use the purpley toned flowers from the washi tape. So I have the purpley ones from today, which are on the window sheet, so they're much, much softer. Okay, so these are all of they. These are they. That one's got a bit of white on them. There. Or I can use these ones that I cut out the other day when I was watching Monica's video. So Monica has a really great video about this too, with the white background. I think I like the white background better. But let's see what happens. Let's just stamp it first and get started. And because I'm using Fresh Freesia, I'm going to use Fresh Freesia ink. I am not an adventurous crafter with colour usually. I find it a bit tricky choosing colours, so I tend to work with all the same tones because I find that easier and I'm more confident that way. There you go, You Make Me Smile. So this is a card I can use for anybody. One little bit of stamping on it in my fresh freezer. All right, pop that in the middle and then stick flowers around. How easy is that? Let's stick this together. So you've had a little insight into how my brain works through trying to work things out. We all have funny little processes, don't we? And things we value when we're making cards. Here we go, there's my card front and my little bit of Bokeh Designer Series paper, just giving a nice little shaded effect. Then my greeting. And I think I am going to put it on the bottom third. I don't know why, but I think it looks nice. Such empty words, aren't they? Look nice, but there we go. So You Make Me Smile. And then let's put some pretty flowers all over it. So this one I want to be, I love the rose. I do love the rose, so I'm going to stick him on first to give him, make him the centerpiece. And then a lot of these ones, no, not those, I want to add with mini dimensionals. And then it might not be as pretty as the card Monica made, but still incredibly easy and pretty when you put all the bits and pieces together. I can only seem to find red flowers. There we go. Just tuck you just underneath there. I'm going to use some of these green ones just with glue to tuck them under you there. When I've finished, do I want to add another one? Nope. I'm just going to add a couple of these tucked in behind to give me lots of layering. Dum-de-dum. Here's another one. I didn't cut that very straight, did I? Let's just trim that a little. The washi tape is easily cut and repaired with my crazy off-center die cutting. And put a little bit of glue on that one and tuck that just underneath there, hiding the bits that are not quite done. And do I need any more? I think that's so pretty. Isn't that just the prettiest thing? And I'm not really a purple girl, I have to tell you, but I do love how that looks. I'm going to put another one on just because I can, because they're all there ready to go. Now I have to decide whether I want this card to be a class card or for an event. Oh, there's one hiding in there. And I need to add a couple more. How about, because it's on a white surface, I'll add my window sheet ones on the inside. So the old seal works quite nicely on the window sheet. There we are. One and two. I could give that to my mum. I think she'd love that. There's a bit peeking out there. Just going to squidge you around a bit. There we are. There's my card finished that I hadn't planned. How about we put some bling on it? Some holographic resin dots. And I might have made a design for my upcoming retreat day. I'm not sure. And one there. These holographic dots really look very green to me. They picture actually quite pink in the catalogue, but they pick up lots of lovely tones of all of the backgrounds. There you go. There's my version of Monica's, I love Monica's white version, of Monica's fantastic card featuring the Extraordinary Flora Die and the Extraordinary Flora Washi Tape. And there's lots of great ideas you can use with this lovely washi tape. And it goes for, I haven't looked up, let's look up the catalogue and see if it gives the meterage. It possibly does on the website, but I can't look that up while I'm videoing. Where is it? but in the bundles. No, that's building blocks. Bundles, bundles, bundles. Right. I should have prepared better. Here it is. The washi tape. No, it doesn't tell you how long it is, but I will look it up to see how long it is. See how beautiful that card is? You can see it's close, can't you? Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.